me have been in A Quiet Place because I would have been the first one dead, okay? Because I can't go that long without talking. And also, too, I have zero survival skills, guys. I'm a goner. Hey everyone, it's Sharna from Pay or Wait, and today I'm going to be reviewing A Quiet Place, which is directed by John Krasinski, and it also stars John Krasinski and Emily Blunt. And so this is actually John Krasinski's fourth directing credit, and I thought that he did a really good job with this film. So the movie centers around this family who is basically dealing with this new post-world of filled with creatures who will basically kill you and rip you to shreds if you make a sound, okay? And so it basically goes through the conflicts that they're dealing with, how are they surviving, how are the kids dealing with it, how are the parents dealing with it, and then what happens when they actually have to come in contact with these creatures. And so the movie doesn't really give you that much of a backstory as to how these creatures got here, what happened, how did everybody disappear, or if everyone disappeared. Basically, it starts off from day 89. And what I appreciate about this movie is it didn't waste time letting you know what the consequences are if you make a sound, if you make that one poor mistake, how you're gonna have to deal with the consequences, and they won't be pretty. And so I thought everyone did an amazing job in this movie. Emily Blunt, John Krasinski, they are awesome in this movie, but I have to talk about these kids, y'all. So first of all, kudos for the casting on actually casting a young deaf woman by the name of Millicent Simmons. I really enjoyed her character, okay? Because you see that in order for them to communicate, they have to sign to one another. And you're kind of wondering, like, how the hell do y'all know the sign language? But then you see that their daughter is actually deaf. So it's almost as if with them dealing with having a deaf child, it actually made them more successful in trying to survive what they're going through right now. And so also too, this little boy Noah Jupe, and you know him, he was in Wonder, and he was also the young man in Suburbicon. Y'all, these faces that he makes, and this what makes the movie so good, because they cannot make noise, they have to rely a lot on their facial expressions to show their emotions. This little kid had me dying with the faces that he was making, and when you watch it, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. But I thought the kids were really good. And then it also gave a different point of view from films like this, because it is a horror movie, but it's not like a horror like really gory. It's just horror because this is a really like crappy situation to have to deal with, and to see how parents especially would have to navigate through this with young children. And so that's what I found more terrifying in this movie. And I felt as though there is like that one like family member that got on my damn nerves in the movie, and you'll know exactly who I'm talking about when you watch it, because I was just like, get it together, okay? Because you're starting to make me mad, and we got a lot of stuff at stake right now for you to be acting like this. But I thought that it was handled very well. It gets you invested with the characters, and I think that's what made the movie more enjoyable. I would have to say this was kind of like a Walking Dead minus the zombies mixed with a little bit of Signs, because why I say Walking Dead is just because hearing the silence and basically it's just you surviving with your family and nobody else is around. And so that's why it kind of gave me the kind of the Walking Dead feel mixed with the Signs, because they have the creatures that come. And so I just thought it was a really enjoyable movie. Now there are some points where I was kind of just like, for you guys to be so smart, you're making a lot of dumb important decisions, but if they didn't make dumb important decisions, I guess you wouldn't have a movie, okay? But it was still annoying at times, because I was just like, you guys were like so smart in the beginning, and now it's just like, why are y'all doing these things? And then there's also kind of a, I would say a conflict, but a new situation that they're kind of getting into. And I think everyone in the movie is kind of just like, why did you think this was a good idea? How did you even let this happen? You'll know when you see it. I'm not going to spoil anything for you. But for me, I love this movie. I thought it was great. I thought Krasinski did a very good job. I love the story. I love the family. The acting was strong from everyone. And I even liked the little creatures that they came up with. So for me, I'm definitely going to say pay to see this movie. I don't think anyone will leave the theater disappointed. I will have to tell you, make sure you eat beforehand, or don't bring anything that makes noise, because since the movie is silent, you're gonna hear everything. It took me like an hour to finish my chips, and the movie is only an hour and 35 minutes, but I was suffering, y'all. I was trying to chew slow. Like, can they hear me? Like, it's so quiet in here. I don't have no moments to chew real quick. So yeah, so just make sure you eat before. Don't bring anything that makes any noise, and just sit back and relax and enjoy a good movie. So my name is Sharona from Pay or Wait, and those are my thoughts on A Quiet Place. And if you like what you saw today, make sure you hit the like button, hit subscribe, share this video with your friends, and I will see you soon.